coming up with some more 95 Madden Harvest gameplay. Barry Sanders. I mean, along with all like the other players too, all the other 91s, the Landry, the Johnson, everything like that. They're all in my starting lineup too. We're gonna get some gameplay with all of them. Um, Wicked little hit right there. Nice recovery. Um, Basically, I made a video like earlier entitled the exact same thing. It's got 12 views. It kind of took off like a little bit, but I got a lot of commentary and a lot of feedback that the the volume was like way too loud. Uh, the game volume, the stadium volume, the announcer volume, like you couldn't hear like a single word I was saying. So I went back and like looked at the video, and the video's it's pretty garbage. It's not even funny. Um, so I wanted to go through like a couple points with the Barry Sanders and like with all of this Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go through after this challenge. Actually, I'm gonna probably just grind out like and just give y'all the most like gameplay that I can for right now with the new Barry Sanders. As I'm kneeling the clock out, which I don't even know why I'm doing this. I guess this is start another challenge, but I'm basically just grinding out the challenges like really quick. I do want to go back, and I am gonna do that like really quick, like after this challenge, and kind of go through everything like real quick with everybody. I'm sure everybody knows like already like what the cards are going for, so on and so forth. Here is my humble humble unquote opinion. I would literally buy the uh, Jalen Ramsey, the Lane Johnson, the Chandler Jones, and the Jarvis Landry. Jalen Ramsey, Chandler Jones, Lane Johnson, and Jarvis Landry. I would literally buy them, put them into the set. You're going to spend about a million coin to make it. You get the 95 overall Barry Sanders, and then if you want your coins back, sell the Barry Sanders for what you put all those all of it in for. And you've got 91. You get all just like in the most feared. You get all the players back. Um, a lot of you know like all the sets like now. I mean, but if you don't, this is gonna show you why you might want to keep Barry Sanders. He is fire. He is ridiculously good. In my previous video, I did some like a little tutorial that nobody could hear, so I'm gonna kind of repeat myself in this one. But I'm gonna go through this like really quick. Harvest tokens to gold harvest players. So just like in Most Feared, where it used to take three, if you remember correctly, it took three Most Feared tokens to make like a gold. This one only takes one. I wouldn't advise like doing that though. I mean, if you want your 6K, go ahead and take it. Do that. Sell the gold player, like whatever. Then you can flip it, and you can take two gold players. So it kind of shows you like right there, like how much the harvest tokens are worth. You can take two gold players and you put them in, and you can make a harvest token. So that's basically like 12K for one harvest token because if you sold them for 6K a piece. So gold harvest to elite harvest player. So these are your gold harvest. Or I'm sorry, these are your gold players. Sorry, gold harvest players, not tokens. Gold harvest players to elite harvest players. So it's going to take you 20 gold harvest players to get a random elite. Now I do not know if you can get the Jarvis Landry, Lane Johnson, or any of those, or if you're just going to get the 80. I think the lowest is like 86 to 89 players like out of this set. But again, if you sit here and you know I'm really stingy with my coin. uh, I always like to try to work the auction block and work everything as much as possible and try to get the best, do the best case scenario like type thing. To me, most all of the time with these gold players going into like elite player sets, if you sell all the gold players individually, you can normally buy whatever elite card that you would want and have extra coin like left over. So basically, like these elite tokens, like right now, or elite player or gold players, sorry, um, are going for about 6K, like right now, a piece. So if you put 20 of them in there, 6 times 2, 12, 120K. So if you sold all of them, it's 120K. If you take the Madden tax, which would be like 12,000, like out of that, then you're looking at 108. Or wait, huh? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm right. It's 108, right? Yeah. Dumb math right now. I think it's about 108K. So you basically you make 108K after Madden tax if you sell each one of those golds for 6K, and they will sell for 6K. It's almost a guarantee. Like right now, they're going to sell for 6K. Um, so it's almost worth it just to sit there and buy those packs for 6K rather than buy them in an auction block. If you're paying more than 6K for them, so it's going to tell you that the gold players are going to drop like pretty quickly. Because people are going to quickly realize that why don't I just go buy the pack in the store? I'm guaranteed a gold player. You're not going to get higher than a gold player. It guarantees you a gold player. The 6K one does. It guarantees you a gold player, and it's 6K plus you get a couple other cards that you can either sell or you might catch fire and like get a it's silver or better basically. So to me, it's worth it to buy the pack, not to buy the individual card. So that tells me basically the gold cards are going to drop to probably like around 5K after tonight or like whatever. This back in Madden 15, I believe it was the bomb. Like this was like the greatest thing ever. It's I don't know if it's probably new to like a lot of y'all, but like any Madden player that's played Madden for a while, this was around a couple years ago or 3 years ago, I think. And they brought it back, which I love because these were pretty lit packs. They were really 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 juicy, and I pulled so many great players like out of this set, but I've also taken massive losses on making this because it's actually really super expensive to make this set. But these sets are like so juicy. At least in Madden like 15, like these sets were like super juicy. You get Elite Harvest, Elite Most Feared, which everything they've kind of dropped. A Mutt Hero, I don't know if it's the 80 or 85. It's the like whatever. A Guaranteed Legend, a Team of the Week player, Football Outsider, Team Leader, Core Elite, Core Gold, Core Silver, and a uniform. But it costs a ton to make. 32 Harvest tokens. Now, the only way you're going to grind out these tokens to get this set, basically, if you wanted to get the Michael Irvin, the 93 overall Michael Irvin, is guaranteed. If you grind out all the challenges, which we're doing in the process right now and showing you some Barry Sanders gameplay, it gives you enough tokens, grinding out all the challenges, gives you enough tokens to make this Michael Irvin a 93 overall for free. That's pretty legit. He's auctionable, he is tradable, and he's free. I think he's on the block like right now for like 300K or something like that. He's not going to be super expensive, but a 93 in your lineup for free, take it and run. Guests of honor, these are the guys that you put in to make the Barry Sanders. Again, I will give you my advice. If you have the coin, buy the players. We can even like look like real quick. There's 300K, so let's just do really quick. 300K, another 295. So just say 300K again. So that's 6. And they're probably all going to be like right around like 300K. So there's another 300K. So it's basically 300K. 288 I saw in the bottom corner. And then 301. So 299 there in the bottom corner. So you're looking at 1.2 million if you buy all 4 of these and make the Barry Sanders. Okay? Just like in the Most Feared, you're going to get all of those cards back as Nats, non-auctionable, non-tradable players. So you have Jarvis Landry, 91, Lane Johnson, Chandler Jones, Jalen Ramsey. They're all going to be 91s. You're going to get them all back as Nats, and you'll get the Barry Sanders. Now, if you just wanted your coins back and you didn't care about Barry Sanders because you got the 94 LaDainian Tomlinson, who's It's a step below Sanders for sure. Barry Sanders is way better, in my opinion, so far from what I've seen. But if you wanted your coins back, just sell the Barry Sanders because I'm pretty sure, like right now, he's at probably about 900K. That would be my guess. I haven't looked. I think I looked up to just see like how ungodly expensive it was, and to my surprise, I came up with this. Now, I was like, wow, 800K for a 95, by far the beastliest running back in the game, and it's probably going to be for a while, for at least the next like probably 3 weeks. They're not going to put out a running back that's probably better unless like this weekend or something like that they come out with some, some running back has just like an unbelievable, game or something like that. They give them the 95 team of the week like a couple weeks from now when it goes up to 95. I was shocked, and I'm still honestly like in shock that these Barry Sanders are up here for 800K. Like, to me, that's a steal. Like, by far, like, buy the card, take it, run. It's a great thing. So, but we're not here to like talk about sets. We're not here to talk about any of that. We're here to show you Barry Sanders, 95 overall. So what we're gonna basically do is we're gonna sit here and we're gonna run through what we did kind of earlier when the video kind of messed up, or the video didn't mess up, I kind of messed up. The volume was like way too high. Everything was like too loud, so on and so forth. We're ripping through like these solo challenges like really fast. We did the Harvester of Solos, which is the one where you take the Michael Irvin, put him in your lineup, and then you beat the challenges and you earn rewards, basically, like, to get the Michael Irvin. So you get like a harvest token item, another harvest token, another harvest token, another harvest token. So, but what I was saying about the cornucopia, maybe don't even come close. It doesn't even look like you may even come close to getting that Michael Irvin. So you may have to pick between the cornucopias and the, because I don't know, like I guess trading in, you can trade in your gold players for tokens, and then you get tokens on a daily basis as well, just like the most feared. So stash your tokens. Like, here's my advice. This is just the beginning. Just like they did with most feared. Expect more. This is just the beginning. This is what was the first one? The Ray Lewis. This is the Ray Lewis of Thanksgiving, basically. Then they came out with the Tony Gonzalez. And then they came out with the God tier Randy Moss. So this is just, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is just the beginning of this. So it looks really weak right now. It looks really small. Like, the set looks really small. Doesn't look like you can do like a whole heck of a lot. But this is definitely the last of, this is not the last of this. There's going to be more challenges. There's going to be more, because the tokens are, it looks like the token value for these is a lot higher than what the most feared tokens were. It seemed like they were just giving out most feared tokens like left and right, left and right, left and right. And like next thing you know, you had a ton of them, and you were making Richard Sherman in like 2 seconds, when it looked like at the beginning of it that you were never going to be able to get to Richard Sherman, and that was going to be that. So hold on to your tokens. Hold on to like all of your stuff. I'm that cat that like basically buys everything, sells everything, and moves on. So after this weekend, I probably won't have Barry Sanders. I will probably go back to my LaDainian Tomlinson. I will sell my Barry Sanders, get my coin back, and accept my because I don't know if like a lot of you have followed or watched any of my previous videos, but what I decided to do over this past weekend was basically fire sale my entire team. And like I'm still like halfway through it. I did drop 1 million coin in this to to get this Barry Sanders. I thought this was actually going to drop tomorrow. I didn't realize it was going to drop today. So good on EA for tricking some people. But this is just the beginning. So keep in mind, and I can probably tell you like what's going to happen. Like in my guess, you've already got the Barry Sanders, so you've already got the Detroit player. Everybody most of the time knows like who plays like on Thanksgiving. It's normally like, and you can even look at like some of the sets. It's, Dallas, it's Detroit, Chicago. Like there's a core set of teams that normally like play on Thanksgiving. Like kind of always, I guess, always play like on Thanksgiving. So we do like a little Barry Sanders like stretch. Like I just wanted to see. He didn't really do crap on that play, but that was probably my fault, not his. But I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Barry Sanders is gonna be the first one. Obviously, like that's not out on a limb. He's already out. I would probably say a Cowboy. You've got Michael Irvin in this set as well. So the next set's going to be defensively. So defensively, like Cowboy, you have to kind of think, Cowboys defense. So we've already got kind of like the Charles Haley and like a few others, but there's some good Cowboys like players, like defensive players. Maybe, I don't think, and they normally save like Deion Sanders for Christmas, for the out of position like player, because he's the wide receiver, running back, but so you can see how quick he is. So I don't think it's going to be a Deion on defense. It could be, but I don't think it's going to be a Deion. I think he's going to be that lit fire player like at the end of the season. That's just like, wow. 98 overall Deion Sanders. Holy crap. So it's probably going to be a Cowboys defensive player. And then I think they're going to drop, just like what they did with Randy Moss, one of the biggest names, like, besides Barry Sanders, that you could probably think of. It could be one of two players, in my opinion. I'm thinking either a Troy Aikman or Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson, there's nothing really you can say. Like he's going to be a beast. He's going to be better than Randy Moss. He probably won't have the speed that Randy Moss has, but he's probably going to be able to jump out of a damn building. So you can probably just lob it up, and he is just going to sky over you, hang up there while you come down and like catch the ball. So, as far as like the second player, I definitely think there's going to be 3-tier players, or they're going to do like the same type of thing that they did with the most feared. But again, that's just my opinion. As far as Barry Sanders, super broken. In my previous video, like I did the breakdown of the stats like with him, but I'll go over it again. Just so everybody can kind of hear. And then I want to compare it, honestly, to what I think is the best running back in the game in a 94 LaDainian Tomlinson. And you can run down and compare the two, and there's really, to me, like no question, like who's better. So Barry Sanders, 95 speed. Like, that's like the first thing that you look at. It's unbelievable. The guy is ridiculously fast, ridiculously good. But 95 speed, 96 agility, 96 acceleration. So he gets that ball, he's gone. 94 carrying, which means he's not going to drop a lot of balls. 95 ball carrier vision, 96 elusiveness, 77 truck, which is his only downfall. But he's not going to truck. He's going to spin around you. And then 96 juke move. So those are his core, like, quick little look at the back of my card, like type things. All ridiculously broken. Now let's compare it to the 94 overall Madden Master, Mutt Master, LaDainian Tomlinson, who, to me, before the Barry Sanders came out, was by far the best running back in the game, I think. Even though there are some other backs that you could say, like, have different things that LaDainian Tomlinson doesn't, but then LaDainian Tomlinson has things that he doesn't. They don't either. So, if you just go into, we're just going to go head to head and compare these guys. Sorry if I'm not really like playing the game. These challenges are like ridiculously easy. Watch as I lose one. So Barry Sanders, everything is above LaDainian Tomlinson except for trucking, where Tomlinson has a +1 on him, 78 to 77. So neither one of them are going to truck you. So to me, that doesn't matter. But listen to the difference in everything else. There's a pretty big gap, especially for 1 point. I don't think I've ever seen like so many points in position, like, or in like spot by spot as far as speed, acceleration, or agility, carrying. Like everything is up, but it's not just up by like 1 point where you would think, okay, 94 to 95, it's only going to be like 1 point. Here's the difference. Barry Sanders is up +4 in speed, +3 in agility, +6 in acceleration. Or I'm sorry, +3 in agility, +3 in acceleration, +2 in carrying, +3 in ball carrier vision, +3 in elusiveness, like I said, the trucking, like whatever, and +6 in juke move. It's like I just said, +3, +3, +3, +3. Like everything is it seems pretty stupid. Like he seems like so much better, like on paper, than the actual LaDainian Tomlinson. So it's definitely the cards you want to get, in my opinion. Definitely something that, you want to look at, I would say. If you're in it for the coin, then, grind it out. Like do your thing, like do whatever you want, If you want the Barry Sanders, grind it out. Grind out challenges, grind out everything, get him for 800K, buy him flat out. You just saw it was 800K. Buy him flat out, move on, put Barry Sanders on the squad, boost your team massively. He's going to be a huge thing. What I've basically done, look at that. What I've basically done is I put all 4 into the set. Because like I said earlier, I did a flash sale with my team. I decided I'm rid of everything. I'm going to just bank my coins, and everything like that. I'm not, these YouTubers that spend like $400 or $500 a week on packs and like all of that. I try to basically, all my packs I have spent, maybe a couple $100. Maybe. I don't even think that much, to be completely honest with you. I think maybe about $100, like on the game. A lot of it was like LaDainian Tomlinson tokens early, buying those 200 point packs to like level up LaDainian. Haven't really bought like since. I have bought like a couple legend packs for like $20 here and there, which I do videos with. Pretty much anytime I'm gonna spend money, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, because I don't like spending money, like real money, like on the game. I think you should be able to earn like all the players, one way or the other. That's why I think they should juice up like gold packs more and stuff like that. And I'm gonna get it's a gold pack and everything like that. But with the elite packs, you buy a 50K elite pack and you pull an 80 out of that elite pack, you are taking a massive loss. Like I just don't see. I think if they're gonna do like the elite packs, they need to do maybe like an 85 or above elite pack. Like I would not spend 50K coins on an elite pack where I can get an 80 or an 81 elite card that's only worth 3,000 coins. And then the rest are like golds and like whatever. Like I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, as y'all can see, like, a Barry Sanders is back to back. I tried to like pull that one off, but um, don't do it. That's my opinion. Wait till later. Like, they're gonna have to juice those packs. They're gonna have to do something with them because I don't see why anybody would buy an elite pack like right now. Because even the elite toppers, I think it's like a guaranteed 84 or above. Like, sure, you can pull like a 91, or you can pull a full legend, or you can pull anything like out of it. But if you get an 84 in that elite topper, yeah, silence. So I would stick with buying gold packs for like right now. Um, I think they're gonna start juicing those packs a lot more. I think they're gonna start making them a little bit more fire. I think they're gonna make them a little bit more um, worth it. You know. So I would definitely say like spending 30K. You know, the 30K for the four gold packs is probably, you know, you're saving 20K. You're getting more gold players. You're getting more silver players that you can put into uh, team tokens, which obviously you can see team tokens they now, which is kind of funny because I just made a bunch of team tokens when I fire sailed my team. I started with my silvers because they have no chemistries. They have nothing that I need really. So I put them all into team tokens, and as I open packs and things like that, I just continue to put them into team tokens and stuff. So I ended up making like 50 to 60. I think it was like 62 team tokens or something like that. And up until this just dropped, all I was basically doing like with them was putting them into defensive playbooks and, you know, getting the Seattle Seahawks defense and selling it for 7K. So, mm, mm, oh, the look, oh, it's just ugly. I don't know if anybody just watched that, but he got hit like 8 times in that, and he just bounced off everything. So again, the Barry Sanders statistically is way better than the LaDainian Tomlinson. Probably should have handed it off there, but way better than LaDainian Tomlinson. And he also has the biggest thing for me is he has the never stumble ability, just like LaDainian does. I held. Okay, that time I did hand the ball off, and I don't know why he didn't. So if anybody, and to me, like the never stumble is like the most impressive like thing on like Madden, like running backs and everything like that. Finally, you hand it to him. The whole video is about Barry Sanders. For God's sakes, give him the ball. Oof, ran right into that. Never stumble. He's got the same ability that LaDainian, the 84 or 94 LaDainian Tomlinson has. The never stumble is a beast. I don't care what anybody says. If everybody's like, oh, well, the, you know, automatic block. You see how quick he gets out? Like, I would love to see, like, a linebacker cover that route. Like, I'm going to run that route again, but I'm going to do it on the opposite side of the field. Because he actually, from what it seems, he hasn't dropped a pass yet in, like, all of these challenges. I haven't thrown to him, like, a whole heck of a lot. But I want to, like, look at the, do you see the linebacker couldn't even think about keeping up with him? Like, run it again. Actually, I'll try to do it. I'll do a screen this time. He just gets out there like so fast. And again, just flip it. A little couple of tips, since like we're just gonna be sitting here and I'm gonna be grinding through. Ugh, that was just dumb. I'm too busy thinking about what I'm gonna say. A couple of tips, like on like what I see like a lot of people doing. Number one, if you're a scrambling quarterback and you like run out of the pocket or like whatever, know whether you're left-handed or right-handed. so you can like be smart about it, basically. Um, so if you're right-handed, you're gonna roll out to your right, just as if you're, if you have Michael Vick, then you're gonna be seeing him rolling out to the left a lot. So know who you're playing against. So like if you're a defensive player, know that like it's gonna take him a lot longer for him to square up his body, and if he rolls out to the left and actually throw the ball. So if you give him that much time to play action, roll out to the left with a right-handed quarterback, square up and throw, then you don't need to be playing on defense. If you're on offense, so like if you're playing a Michael Vick, always kind of know that he's going to roll to the left. He's going to roll to the left, because if he's rolling to the right, then again he's going to be going opposite of like what his body naturally wants him to do. So he's going to have that unnatural motion, as if you're right-handed and you drop back and you try to roll to the left, like actually spin and roll to the left, you're going to get a little bit disoriented, as compared to spinning and rolling to the right. It's going to feel a lot more natural and easy to you, and you're throwing with your body. If you roll out the other way, you're throwing across your body either way, or you're throwing to the right, you're not going to get a lot of power on it. So tip one, like know your quarterback that you're playing up against. If he's a scrambler, if he's not a scrambler, and if he runs, you can gauge like people's play styles and everything like that off the first, few drives. If it takes that long, give me that ball. If it takes that long. So that's tip one. Tip two, a lot of people like to like user middle linebackers. Things I see like in Madden is people sitting over the middle, like waiting for slants, because a lot of people that don't really play the game like a whole lot, so you can just go straight at him and just cut on him right in front of his face, and it's like no chance. You can divert him in so many different ways to make him choose, if you're playing head to head mainly. It doesn't work so much in squads, because you've got a lot of users like in squads. So like squads, you pretty much, a lot of the underneath stuff is like how you want to throw the ball, unless you get a couple glitchy plays, or somebody just stays in cover two and then you just go up the seam, or you do rollouts, like where it makes the safety, you bring two people on a rollout. Like I can't show you the play now, but you can bring an underneath guy where the safety will come up. Even in a cover four, the safeties will come up and protect that up man on the slant, on a deeper slant. Because you put him on a smart route, he's going to go like to the line. But basically, like there's a lot of bad play calling, a lot of bad decision making. But if you're gonna like user like the middle linebacker, then send people on a slant, send people right into his face, and then somebody right next to him, like a seam route and a slant on the same side of the field. He's gonna have to pick one or the other. So actually, since I intercepted that, I can kind of show you the play that I was talking about, if you're just going to kind of roll deep. So Russell Wilson's a right-handed quarterback. I don't tend to like scramble like a whole lot, so I'm going to put Michael Irvin, my middle receiver, on a slant. You can see the tight end's going to go out, running back's going to block. I don't want that. I'm putting everybody as blocking. I don't like to sprint like when I roll out. Kind of weak. I just kind of lobbed it. I should have bulleted it and angled it, but I could have sent it further out to the sidelines. A little too close for comfort. But it was an easy cover two. You can literally do that man to man in a cover two if you're going head to head like with people all day long. Because if you actually go back, since I am in this, like I can actually go back and kind of show you the breakdown of it. Oh, I guess I can't. Was it because I was in? Okay, there we go. It hadn't like fully loaded yet. So essentially, like what you're doing, like at the snap, of uh, of the ball is that's your whole offense, right? You're going to make him block instead of running out to the right. You're going to make him block. You're going to leave him on the same route. You're going to make this receiver go on a slant, okay? And actually, this wasn't even a cover two. This is like a single back high free safety. So it's like double coverage like over the middle. So like as you like roll the play, there's the fake. So nobody really bites on the fake, but you've got everybody like coming out. LaDainian's like waiting to block. Like your tight end picks up the blitzer, or your tight end's like waiting just in case that outside man comes up. So you're going to be able to scramble out. LaDainian Tomlinson, it's faking to him, and I'm rolling out. As you look at your safeties and your linebackers, he's spying the tight end. Okay? But what this has done is watch this safety right here. Okay? He's supposed to be protecting, see, he's dropping back. He's supposed to be protecting that side of the field. Everybody, both that strong safety and this free safety, are literally like dropping back saying, like, you're not going to throw it over my head. Well, by putting Michael Irvin on a slant, keep your eye on that free safety as I roll the play. So Irvin comes on the slant. The safety sees him like right now. So he can't turn and run. Like he's covered. I mean, I could have hit him right there. You pretty much could have hit either one of them, like right here for, a quick like 5 yards or like whatever. But what we're looking at is you've got double coverage over here. Okay, you've got man-to-man on the corner, and then the safety's in the zone. Actually, they're dropping back both into zones. So you just run through the zone because it keeps this safety up until I throw the ball. Whoop, right there. You can tell when I throw the ball, that's when the safety turns his head right there to be like, oh shit, where's it going? Right at this point when you throw the ball, you want to angle the ball out to the right side of the field. So when you throw the ball, push right, like up and right on the left analog stick, which I did not do. I just basically lobbed it kind of like just at him. So it was kind of behind him. See how it's behind him? He actually had to stop and wait, which gave him almost enough time to get there. The ball should have been, at this point, the ball should have been like right about there. Or maybe even there if I let him like further. That's where the pass like should have gone. Luckily he didn't do anything with it. But it's a quick, easy, like pretty juiced play that, especially if you're playing like head to head and like one on one, everything like that. Another thing that you shouldn't ever do unless you're going to run the ball with your quarterback is, and I said it as I did it, stay calm and just walk out there. Square your hips, walk out there, and just throw it. Do not come out here holding R2 and going, and then throwing it. Like you're at that point, even though you're stepping all like that little bit, even though it's like small little baby steps, it's considered throwing on the run. So unless like you're Michael Vick or something like that, who has a really high, 93 Michael Vick, who has a really high throw on the run, it's not going to work for you. Like, I mean, it will work, but like you've got to, aim it pretty accurate. If you're wondering like what playbook this is, it's the Miami Dolphins playbook. I'm a Patriot fan. I have the Dolphins color rush jersey just because I like the jersey. Nothing more. And I happen to be running Miami's playbook at the moment. I was before this running Houston Texans playbook and Seattle Seahawks playbook offense. And I've run the Patriots playbook at the beginning of the season. Obviously, everybody's run the Cleveland Browns playbook at the beginning of the season to basically cheat the gauntlet within the gauntlet and everything else, because it just seemed impossible to beat and everything like that. So we're gonna get like one more game in with Barry. Like my overall opinion of him is exactly what you expect. Like, he is by far the best running back in the game. Um, I don't see anybody better. Like, I don't even see anybody better anytime soon. I think the next, best, like, unless there's like some ungodly running back like this weekend that gets like 1,000,000 yards and 6 touchdowns or something like that, and they just make him the running back of the week or team of the week player or something like that. Football Outsider, whatever it is. I don't see anybody beating Barry. They just released the Earl Campbell legend. Um, they're going to release him tomorrow. I don't know why you would release Earl Campbell, like, especially. So Miami playbook, especially with Barry Sanders just being come out today, nobody's going to really care about Earl Campbell. You go to the 10th playbook. I like to call it by number. So there's 17 playbook. Miami playbook, the 10th one in shotguns, called a bunch tight end. Some of y'all know this play. Some of y'all don't. I do a couple different versions of this to like mess up the defense. So what you can also do is send him on a slant instead of messing with Irvin. And it kind of has the same effect. The problem is, you see the problem right there? I should have intercepted it, but like I was just throwing it up. Like, I was kind of running around. She just threw it out of bounds. I don't know why. It's kind of hard to sit here and commentate like while I talk or while I play, but because I'm not thinking. I'm thinking about what I'm saying, and I'm thinking about like what I'm trying to do. But if you saw the problem, like on that play, like there was no help on the outside. So like I always like make him block. He just backs up, blocks, and I like to take my tight end because I don't like the. I take my running back, and I don't like the play action. It takes too long. So see there, you had the that I'm just gonna like lob up again. I don't really care. I actually tried to catch it. Did he catch it? I think he. No, he dropped it. I thought he might have caught it. But if I'm gonna actually just run the play and I'm just gonna score on you, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put Irvin on a slant. I'm going to take Ertz. I'm going to make him block. Obviously, Barry Sanders is going to block too. But if you change it and you put him on a block, like, I mean, you can see the difference in like the plays. One's more calm. The others are a little bit more flustered. So like if you kind of run that play and you're like, oh shit, like how come it worked for him and it didn't work for me? One of the key things like to that play, and you can actually even do it like down here. Sometimes they run out of the back of the end zone and come back in, which sucks. But like, you want to send Irvin on a slant. You take Ertz, X, and you make him block. Now, here's the big thing. Like, right now, Barry Sanders is blocking, but he's coming in and blocking. And he's going to fake handoff. So you still want to make him block. So you R1 and then hit R2 to, like, pass block. So, like, that makes him stand back. So he's no longer taking a fake snap. So you don't have that delayed time. So if they're blitzing on you, like, really fast, see, he went out of the back of the end zone on that play. And he came back in. So that's why I said some of the time, like, you can still run the play. Obviously, you can still catch the ball. In short yard situations, that still works. But in goal line, it's kind of hard because they run out of the back of the end zone. Then. But because you basically, all you're basically doing is it's a loss of down. You don't really lose yards. You don't, it's not a huge deal. So what you'll do is you'll send Thomas on a slant. Send Irvin on a slant. Send Landry on a slant. So everybody's like going to the same spot. You're like, why are you going to send everybody to the same spot? Like, doesn't even look right. And then block both your guys. And then watch what happens. So you're like, oh, you're sending everybody like into the same spot. Oh, well, I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't even see him. I wasn't even looking at him. So let's do it again really quick. Well, now you're gonna be like, oh, well, it works now because you have more room. So you can roll out. Damn, he's quick. Normally, the outside linebacker is not that fast. Oh yeah, we're not. I gotta be focusing on winning these challenges, not commentating more. We're gonna actually test the limits of like see how quick Barry actually. Yeah, he's not that fast. He was quick, but that linebacker got out there pretty quick too. I was gonna throw it out to Barry since it's a Barry video, but it was 4th and goal. I needed to score. I do think like from what I've seen on Barry Sanders, if there's a hiccup with him, he's not a very good like route runner. So like I'm venturing to guess his hands are probably decent, but I don't think he's a very good route runner. Like so screen passes, things like that. Like I don't think that like he's going to be, you know, something that like is like, oh. I think once he catches the ball, if you've got the blockers, yeah, then it's gonna be ungodly because then he's a running back again and you're in trouble. But like I said, I don't know. There's not like a whole lot to like discuss. Barry Sanders is a god. Like we expected it, we knew it. The second that I saw Barry Sanders, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be ugly. The one thing I didn't expect was the 95 speed. That is ridiculously fast. Like I didn't expect that fast. I expected like 93, maybe 92. Because even the LT at the 94 LT is only an 80 or 91 speed. You know, and I say only 91, it's still fast. But being a 95, like I expected, okay, look, maybe we'll give him 93 speed and like his spin move and everything, his elusiveness and everything like that is just going to be ungodly because that's what Barry Sanders is. He wasn't like the fastest guy, but like he was so hard to like tackle. But when I saw him with the 95 speed, I was like, okay, that's game over. He's going to be so hard to catch. Like if you're playing against like a normal team, he's going to be like super hard. Like all those 88 corners and 88 linebackers and stuff like that. I don't think they're going to have a chance in hell like in playing against him. Why did I not use that? That's embarrassing. Like I said, it's kind of hard to. All right, I'll guarantee one for the books right here. I'll get a pick or after he spikes it. I'll get a pick to make up for that. Like I didn't use that shit out of that ball there. Well, that's cheating. Now they're throwing deep, so clearly I'm probably gonna get a pick anyway. Hell, the computer will get a pick if I don't. Ah, neither one of us. This is just a fail video. We should just make a fail compilation for this video. But I just want to kind of give everybody like an idea of what made up for it. Oh, I suck. Just kick me off Madden now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a like, subscribe to boy, help him out. Kind of like new to YouTube, new to YouTube. I've only been on like about a month, basically, a little over a month. And I decided to like start broadcasting. I kind of got, I'm more of a grind player. Like I grind through solo challenges. I grind through, a lot of things like to make it through stuff. I'm not a huge like head to head. I mean, I like playing like head to head and like I have no problem like playing people head to head and everything like that. And, doing not team of the week, weekend league and, seasons and squads. I love squads, especially if I can, I like the camaraderie and like playing with your friends and stuff like that. Um, but shout out to Jacob saying that. Shout out to Jacob, Jeremy, Omar, Abe like a bunch of my squad people. Like, love squads. Squads is like a really cool thing. I don't like the fact that they kind of nerfed the rewards and made them more of a season league reward thing, but that's Madden. What do you expect? Everybody was getting too many squad tokens because you got one for every win. But if you like the video, that's Barry Sanders. I'm gonna sit here and grind out probably the rest of these like over the next hour, hour and a half, and then see what I can do with all of the tokens that I get. Because I'm not gonna get any tokens. I'm not gonna create any tokens. I want to see like what we can actually create for free. I don't like spending money on the game. Like I said before, you should grind out, snipe cards, do the stuff without. I'm not saying like this is a no buy, whatever the hell videos people make like about zero money spent teams and shit like that. I don't really care if like you spend money or you don't spend money. Like, to be completely honest with you, you can spend $2,000 on this game, and if you don't know how to play and you don't know like about it, it's not gonna make you know what you're looking at, how to run defenses, how to run offenses, and so on and so forth. You could have 30 Barry Sanders like on your team, and it's not gonna make a lick of difference, like whether you have him or not, if you don't know what you're doing. So zero money spent to me. It's impressive that people can get 3 million, 4 million, have a 90 overall team, and sit there for hours on end and snipe, and stuff like that. Like, everybody has, honestly, I think, unless you're getting paid to play this game, like, I think you should be grinding out challenges. I think everybody at this point should have the Odell Beckham. If you're not, if you don't, then I would definitely look into that and figure out why you haven't done that. Uh, Especially when people are clamoring about like, oh, Randy Moss this and this. Wow, this unbelievable 93 Randy Moss dropped and everything like that. When you should have already had like Odell. Like you should have already had. And they blew the whistle and he didn't even like have. They still gave him the first down. Or did I turn the ball over? Oh, that's stupid. I didn't realize that. Oops. I guess I'll have to D up here. But if you liked the video, like, drop a like below. Let me know what you think. Barry Sanders, 95 overall. Yeah, a god in Madden God, I guess you'd say. Buy him, work for him, grind for him, like whatever. Put him on your squad. I think he's definitely worth it. Like I said, me personally, I'm selling all of my teams, so I don't really much care for. You like that tackle? I don't really much care for like cards that are worth money right now. I want my Nat team, so I'm actually more excited that my Nat team's gonna get better because I have an 89 overall Nat team. I now got 4 more Nat players to add to the squad, so 91s. Yes, please. So that makes me stoked for that. That way I can continue to level up my squad, and I don't have to have any cards worth a ton of money, and I can just keep selling all my cards. So look for my Barry Sanders, my personal Barry Sanders, to be on. Wow, I jumped straight up. My Barry Sanders to be on the Auction Block Sunday night, Monday morning. Because I will be selling him. I'm going to use him through the weekend, play some squads with my boys, and everything like that. But after that, like, yeah, he's deuces. So this is Mindscape. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this one was a lot clearer. You could hear it a lot better. As I got a lot of bad feedback from the first one because it was too ratchety, but maybe you don't need to hear me and you just want to see Barry play anyways. So probably the case. But if you like the video, drop a like. And give me a subscribe. Like, help boy out. I'm trying to do some things. Like, I want to be known too. Anyways, y'all have a good night. Enjoy the most feared, or most feared. Enjoy the what is it? Feast? No, what is it? I don't even remember now. Sad. Whole video about a specific. Enjoy your Thanksgiving players this weekend. And I am out for now. Deuce.